I want to be talking about today is how to make a full business online through being a content creator. Now we have to first ask the question, if you don't already know or you're very new to this, is what is a content creator? Simply, it is someone that posts content online no matter what social media app it is, whether it is YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever it may be. As long as you consistently post content, that is simply a content creator, or what some people might call it is a influencer. Step one would be getting started. How do you do this? Simply within the social medias such as YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. Choose only one that you want to focus on for now. The reason I say this is because if you try to focus on every social media platform, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, X, Threads, these are so far 6 things that I can name off the top of my head. If you try to post on every single one of these at the same time, it can become extremely overwhelming. So I recommend that you just pick one, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, only pick one and post on one platform for now, and in the future, once you are more comfortable with posting on that platform and you've gained an audience, then start moving on to the other platform. So that's part A of the step one process. Pick one platform to post on and only post on that one platform for now. Part B of this is, what equipment do you need? Now honestly, I have a decent camera. It's not a great camera, it's very old by now. It's a 1080p 30 FPS Sony point and shoot camera. What is point and shoot? If you don't know, pretty much it's just you get an SD card, you put it in the camera, and you're good to go. You don't need to tinker with the settings because, like this, these are the default settings and it does the job. That's the only important thing you need to do. If you don't have a point and shoot camera, I don't recommend going to buy one. I honestly have one because I thought me buying a camera such as this will make me a better creator. It will help me make more videos, but this is not the case. Don't have one, don't buy one. If you have an iPhone or an Android phone such as this, or even an older phone such as a 12 or an 11, as long as you can point and shoot videos, that's all you need. You don't need anything super fancy because you are not at the level of which these current other creators are, who have millions of views, millions of dollars, to spend money on a red camera that shoots in 24K. You have not got access to this, so use what you have. And as for the editing side, there are 3 main options. Option number 1 would be to use CapCut on your phone, or you can even download it for the desktop. It works on Mac and it works on Windows, and you can sync up your files from your phone to your computer so you can edit it more swiftly on your computer. But if you've not got access to a computer, you can just simply edit it on your iPhone using CapCut. If you guys want a separate video on CapCut, then I'm going to definitely do that, because I just started using CapCut today on my desktop, and from someone that uses some Adobe Premiere, CapCut actually does a pretty good job. Besides CapCut, there's of course Adobe Premiere. This is more for the advanced people. I don't recommend it, but I've been using it for a long time and it works well for me. So if you're into Adobe Premiere and you can afford it, because it is a paid subscription to the Adobe company, then I would recommend getting something like the 7-day free trial and trialing it out, see if you like it. And the third option is free, which is Canva. I don't recommend Canva because I don't think it gives you the accessibility that CapCut and Adobe Premiere use. However, if you want to use something free and easy, use something like Canva. As for resolutions and frame rate that you should be shooting videos, honestly, if you can shoot at 1080p 30 FPS, that is fine. That's what this camera right here is currently shooting, and honestly it looks okay. However, if you're planning to shoot on an iPhone such as this is the iPhone 15, it can shoot all the way up to 4K at 60 FPS. Do I do it? No, because the file size is just gigantic, so I just simply shoot on 1080p 30 FPS. But if you want the most crisp video, then 4K 24 FPS will be your best option if you've got the file size on your phone that can do that capacity, or you might install it to something like a external hard drive which can plug directly into your phone. Now, another part of this is obviously shooting the video after you know what you're shooting with, what you're editing with. it's actually shooting the video. Obviously, you don't want lighting right in your face, because if you do, the background behind you will look ugly and you won't look good. Let me give you a quick example of that. So as you can tell, that's my window right there. It's not in the most ideal spot, but if I have the camera facing towards me and away from the window, it looks fine. However, if I have the sun behind me, it ripples this shading effect and it just looks bad. So if you can put natural lighting behind your camera, then I definitely recommend that. But if you can't do that, then I would recommend something like getting a ring light. They do very well. I had one before, it does amazing, especially when you're shooting in dark rooms like Queensland gets or any other country gets when it's nighttime, obviously. Another part of this when shooting videos is you need to speak loudly and clearly. And I actually recommend people move their hands, because have you ever seen videos where people just talk to the camera, they don't move their hands, they don't do anything? It's kind of boring. But if you move your hands in a concise manner which you're talking, it actually makes sense. And if I'm talking about me, I can point at me. So using your hands can be a good thing. It's a thing you learn to do over time. The second thing is that your speech is very, very important. Right now, I'm honestly speaking louder than I normally would, so my microphone picks up and you guys can hear me clearly. Second of all, I am focusing on how I say my words. I'm not saying it too fast like this because people won't try to understand me. And I actually run out of breath when I do that. So when you're speaking to the camera, speak slower and remember to breathe. Now for someone like me, it's actually very difficult to make these videos because I have a speech impediment and a slight stutter. So if you don't have these two problems in your brain, then you should be honestly fine with speaking to a camera. And if not, then it takes practice. Practice 5 minutes every day, speaking to a camera or reading something out loud, whether it's an article on your phone or it might be a physical book. Practice reading it out loud, protecting your voice, and remembering to breathe slowly while you are speaking so you can keep the conversation flowing. And above all else, don't just talk like this where it just sounds boring. Enhance your voice and speak from your diaphragm like I am currently doing now. It takes practice, but I promise you, if you practice every single day, you can get there in the end. Then the next things are obviously once you've done your video, you edited your video, and you've uploaded it to YouTube. I don't need to go into that because I'm sure you know how to do it. You simply make a YouTube account, upload it, and do your SEO. SEO is a completely different story, which I can't go into depth on this video. So if you are interested in a SEO video, then definitely let me know and that will be coming soon. Also, what you can do down the track, once you've started making long form content, you can actually go through your entire, let's say, 20-minute video and maybe grab 3 or 4 key points within that video and make it into a YouTube short, reel, or even a TikTok. The reason I say this is because not everybody watches long form content. However, if someone sees your short video, let's say the video is 20 minutes, and they see a small 20-second video, and at the end of the video you perform a call to action, also known as a CTA, and you say something like, hey guys, thank you for watching this video. If you are interested in the full video, check out the latest video in my YouTube channel, or something along the lines of that. And you could have people opting in to see your full form video. And that's simply how you do it. That's all there is to it. It's not hard, it's not difficult. All it takes is consistent daily practice of making video. And a good schedule as of the current rate, because everybody's making content, is YouTube. You have to post at least 3 times a week, if not 6 or 7 times a week, relaying an important message or some form of entertainment to your viewers that your people will like and that they will interact with. Unfortunately, we're not in a position where we can post 1 or 2 videos a week and it works out really, really well. The only times I've seen this work well is big project videos, but 99.99% of us haven't got access to that funds or that equipment to shoot said video. And a small plug for me is if you are interested in mentorship by me on how you can start creating content, or if you've already started creating content, however you need someone to hold you accountable, or you've been slacking and you need someone to be there with you, then I invite you to the one-on-one mentorship linked in the description below, where we can get a 60-minute call completely for free. It's not a sales call, it's just me knowing if I can help you, and if I can, and if I feel like you are a good candidate, I will invite you to a 30-day mentorship. And if you enjoyed today's video, remember to leave a like as well as subscribe to the channel. Anything you want to know, leave it in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time.